Welcome to part 5 of our interview with an American who recently moved to Dublin, Ireland. In this segment, we ask, how have you made friends in Dublin?
So, yeah.
Speaking of people, how have you made friends over here? It's
I have
for
no
some
friends.
people. What are we?
No, I have friends. One is Julia. No, but it was really fun to meet Julia and Samora because moving here, I was just doing a lot of research, and I actually don't know how I I think I just Googled moving to Dublin, Ireland, and your YouTube videos were the first ones that came up, and I was just started watching them. Then I realized you guys have social media outlets. You're active on Instagram and stuff like that, posting pictures about living here, and so I contacted you guys, and then we just instantly became friends over the 3 months I've been living here. So it's been very nice to get to know you guys and start to form a friendship group over in the 3 months time, because getting to know people is the hardest thing, because especially if it's two different cultures, people don't really know, but then you start making friends through work, and that always helps, and so people start introducing themselves to people at work. One of the things I'm trying to do more of is using meetup.com.
Yes.
And meetup.com helps you get introduced to people. They have movie groups, they have music groups, drawing. Since there's a lot of animation here, there's a lot of art here also that gets made in Ireland and Dublin specifically. Julia and Samora are my first real friends in Ireland. So they made me feel comfortable being here and living here, and they helped me a lot out just by answering a lot of the questions. I think it was I felt bad because I was asking questions at 10 o'clock my time.
Yeah, we had because it was your time, and we'd be seeing okay, a question is coming in, let's handle that when I get back to work, or I would wake up in the morning and see the questions and be okay, let me handle this before I get back to work.
So the time difference was interesting, but both of you guys just made me felt more comfortable, made me felt okay, I can do this move, and third, many things, it's just it just felt okay. I felt confident enough to say, hey, I can uproot my entire life, get settled into the country, and in 3 months' time, it's really easy to do things now, just with the amount of information that you guys provided.
Yep, you're a Dubliner.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, we're all Dubliners now. Just in 3 months.
Honestly, in 3 months, I would highly just having the first month before you start working or doing the job, we discussed earlier in the video, is make sure that you have the time to explore, because you'll realize how tiny Dublin is. The other day, it was really funny. My boss said, "Why are you taking a taxi to work? That's a waste of money. Don't do that." And he was lectured me on how to get to work. And then my college showed me how to really utilize the bus system. I kind of learned, and I also learned about today. When you're going to work, Dublin is small. It might feel big when you're walking, but when you're on a bus, if you have to start work at 9:30, you can take the bus. You'll be in city center by 9:20. It doesn't take that long to get there. So these are all things I'm learning, and I'm I can tell other people this stuff too. And when I'm walking in O'Connell Street, there'll be tourists hey, how do you get this way, or where do I go? Where am I? It's look up at the sky, and you'll see that, and I'll tell them how to get there. I know how to go from Parnell Street to Frederick Street to get back home. I don't even need a GPS anymore to walk home from most of the places in Dublin. But this is the first time I'm kind of in this area where Julia and Samora are, so I was just where am I going? And when I was supposed to be here at 2 o'clock, I ended up being here at 3 o'clock instead. Long story, which we discussed earlier in the video. But I would say in 3 months' time, I'm a regular in Dublin. I know where my pubs are that I want to go to. That sounds like a bad thing.
Sounds like the most Irish thing so far. That shows you're really settled.
Yeah, so I know where my pubs are, which is the most important thing you want to figure out when you get to Dublin. Because you got to figure out, okay, if I'm in Dublin, where do I want to go for my pub? Because you don't want to go into the city every time you want to go drinking. You want to go somewhere that's a 5-minute walk. Oh, look, there's a pub. Walk back home when you're extremely drunk. it's that much easier.
Yes, we do have our local quite nearby. Might go there afterwards. Who knows?
Yeah. But in 3 months' time, you'll realize that you're really like accustomed to the city, and then once you start getting more accustomed to the city, I would start exploring other parts of Ireland more, like Bray, Wicklow, Skerries, Tipperary, other villages, areas. Go to Galway, go to Cliffs of Moher, go to Belfast if you can, Northern Ireland, things like that. And I'm already comfortable with that in 3 months. I'd say I know where these things are.
Yeah, that's actually what we plan to do a lot more of this year. We've got like a random book right on the table, all about hikes in around Dublin and also more of Ireland. So if you want to see that stuff, yeah, tell
Subscribe.
us. Yes,
I want to tell us first.
Yeah, you guys should definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell.
I hope you enjoyed that segment of the interview. Give us a like and leave a comment with any questions you have, and of course do subscribe to catch other parts of the interview and more content like this. Check out some of our other videos coming up, and we'll see you next time. Bis später!